Alright, welcome back to Mission 2, Segment 2 of the Harud sector. What we got here is a long table edge deployment, capture the relic. And the relic is that little bit of stuff there because we haven't made really cool looking objectives yet. We're kind of working on that. I have the Alpha Legion here. They took the strategy this segment where their tank can claim objectives as if it was a troop. So that tank can roll over there and pick up the relic, and we'll see how well that works. And I'll come back after the end of one, and we'll see how much of this Harud force is left. Be aware there are tunneling units that are coming in, which will be spawning things kind of like how a Tervagon does, but it'll be spawning from the hole in the ground, not the unit. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back to the bottom of one, and what's happened here is the tank rolled up and did a little bit of wounds on the Nocturne squad, did a wound on one of the monstrosities. These three monstrosities amped up their gun and fired at the tank there. They got, well, one penetrating hit out of all of their, like, bazillion shots, which isn't real good because they have a strength 10 weapon, and it's got lance. So surprisingly, the tank's completely fine. There's a little bit of fire and a bunch of running over here. No casualties on the Space Marine side, and only light casualties on the Harud side. So the big turn coming up is 2, and that's when we got to start rolling for Deep Strikers. We'll see if the tunnels pop up behind his bikes and how that handles. Alright, welcome to the bottom of 2, and I forgot to do my Deep Strikes, so we'll just roll next round, and hopefully I won't forget again. So what's happened over here is they managed, with the combined fire of this entire blob, to do the last wound on one of those monstrosities. The other two monstrosities advanced again and fired in on the tank, but now that they're down to 1 wound, they can't do their improved shots. These guys failed to charge the bikes over here, but did 1 wound in shooting, and then that big squad failed to charge the bikes as well. Now, what I figured what was going to happen is, you see those 2 monstrosities there that would have utterly wiped the floor with those bikes? I figured that they were going to get killed by shooting because there was like 45 AP3 shots on them, but they turbo boosted and they have their Jinx save and stealth. So they got a 2+ cover, and they saved all of them except for 1. So that squad, because they shot at the other squad expecting to charge them, now can't because there's a squad in the way and they can't charge that squad because they shot at the other squad. So he saved his bacon. This unit's still falling back, and I doubt they're going to come back because they're leadership 5. Which leaves the only other unit there and the ones that come out of the tunnels in the next couple of rounds. So I'll come back on the bottom of 3 and let you know what's going on. Okay, welcome back to the bottom of 3, top of 4, and here's what happened. Again, don't take your HQ, no matter how badass he is, and disconnect him from a squad and try to kill things, because he'll get gunned down. This guy shot one of the bikes here. These guys killed the HQ. He went over and did almost all of the structure points on the super heavies. 1 left. The bikes are pretty much unmolested except for that 1 wound. But what's important is the tunnels opened up. And the monstrosities that are melee have popped out. And we're probably going to start seeing some warriors coming out of those holes trying to snag the objective before he can claim it. So we'll come back on the bottom of 4 and we'll see how it goes. Alright, welcome to the bottom of 4. And they managed to stab the monstrosity with the butts of their bolters to death. But the unit that spawned has assaulted them, and they've taken some casualties there. He couldn't finish off the other sniper rifle guy. He whiffed, but one of them actually died of old age, which was kind of cool, but depressing at the same time. The tank still has 1 hull point and has murdered everyone in its vision. These guys tore up the bikes, and there's only 1 wound left on the attack bike with the multi-melta. And somehow these guys rolled their 5 for their leadership and recovered, so they're coming back. But both of those squads in the back are basically useless because of how far back they are. Right now, we're going to roll to see if the game ends on 4. We have a modified table. What do you need to do? Roll a
2+.
2+. So if it doesn't roll a 1,
game continues.
Okay, we'll see you at the bottom 5. So final countdown here. He has enough movement next round to make it out, and these guys haven't made it to him yet. He needs to roll right here a 5+, right? 5?
No. Excellent. It's a 3+.
A 3+. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, but he read the mission briefing. So it looks like he's going to get off the table with the relic, and then maybe I'll get to kill his super heavy tank, because that would just make me feel so happy. Okay, so because it's the bottom of the turn for Harud, and we were seeing if the game ended, we rolled a 1. Game's going to end at the end of this turn. He can't kill all my guys, because there's some over here before the game ends. So we're just going to pull everything off because the rest of the combats are kind of pointless. But he got maximum victory with the exception of Xenocide, which is really almost impossible to get on this mission. So he did really good. He's got the 4 victory points, the CP, and the LB.